Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. We're live atop of a mountain, a really tall mountain, with fog below. Controller's working again. It was weird. I restarted it, it didn't work, so I tried restarting it again, and now it works. I don't know, it was like half working. Like, I could turn my camera, but I couldn't pause. You know, weird stuff like that. Alright. Let's go see
Here!
what our big skid is.
This is the Earth Pulse point I've been feeling. No Therian and no barrier. I must have gotten it wrong again.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. That dragon could well have broken its barrier. Or it might have been too powerful for the Abbey to subdue.
You could be right. After all, dragons make for the strongest demons.
The problem is, we don't know if it's a Therian or not.
Yeah. Let's stick with the plan and head to Stonebury to gather more information.
Am I the only one here who thinks the real problem is how we're supposed to fight a frickin' dragon?
They're not that scary. You just beat them up a little bit. The old 1-2 punch. Okay, so we need to go to the village. So I guess, yeah, that's our goal now, is to go to the village. Now, there is a skit somewhere over here. Looks like it's generally referring to... Oh, maybe those mountains.
I can't wait to take a good look around. Whoa, now that's what I call a view.
I agree that it's beautiful, but don't leap about so much. You'll fall. I can sense many Earth pulses under this place.
I figured you'd notice that. An intricate web of earth pulses crisscrosses the land under the Aldina Plains. Mountains like these would normally take tens of thousands of years to form, but these popped up in about a millennia.
So the Earth pulses have affected the land?
Exactly. Long ago, people wielded arts that allowed them to manipulate the earth pulses and control the very land itself.
How could arts like that exist?
Perhaps they pushed against key points on the Earth pulses? Like how acupressure can improve a person's blood flow.
That's a rather forced comparison, but you may be right. Either way, those arts have been lost for eons.
I'm impressed, Eisen. You know a lot about everything.
Not at all. There's so much I don't know. For example, the name of these flowers. That's why I travel. To learn.
Aldina alabaster grass.
That's the name of this flower?
Yes. A long time ago, my brother showed me a picture of it in one of his books. They're fragile flowers. They die quickly on their own, but if enough of them gather together, they can survive. Fields of them form beautiful white carpets of flowers. In some cultures, they symbolize kinship, the bonds between people.
Kinship. Huh.
I'll remember that. You and your brother taught me something new today.
I'll never forget either.
I'll never forget that Artorias killed my brother! Yeah. She meant to say all that, but she didn't want to, you know, spell it all out. Gotta say, I definitely wouldn't want to play Tales game with mouse and keyboard, I don't think. They're just really not designed for it. They're strange button layout choices, and I'm sure you could do a little bit of tweaking to fix it, but it just makes everything feel like it would take a little bit longer. Like, even if you got good at it, it'd still take just a little bit longer to do certain tasks. Alright, so there's 2 exits here. And I have no idea where either of them go, so we'll just have to check both of them out. This first one to our left is where we came from, so let's try the closest one, I guess. Nope, no fairies today. I wonder if this is... now I'm thinking about it. I wonder if this is anywhere near that desert. Because all the pillars, I remember vaguely that the desert in the last game had a lot of, like, vertical pillars and, like, rocks everywhere. It's kind of reminding me of this just a little bit. Okay, so there's two paths linked together over here. And then there's two dungeons and the area we're supposed to go. Just so I can get the name on the map, let's see where these dungeons go. Here's a big field map. It might not be the desert. The only thing that made me think about that was all the big rocks that are in the middle of the field. Boulders, more like, you know, hills almost. Ooh. Forest? Deval Forest. Fog-shrouded mystery. Oh boy, we're in Trench Forest again. You know how much I like those. Ugh. Red fumes fill the air. Doesn't seem like you can pass through. Yeah, I don't know. Probably whenever we get to the town, they're going to be like, well, you know. Where was that again? I don't even know. Davil or something. Davali? That forest, they're gonna be like, yeah, the wolves have been taking our sheep into that forest. And it'll be like, well, normal wolves can't pick up a sheep whole. Even though they probably could. But, and then we'll be like, it must be the work of a Therian. Better go find that sheep. Something like that. I don't know. Might not quite be all that. Dang it.
You will need to be extremely wary of that.
Oh, I need to try out that new move. So it's more like a shoot move almost.
I still need a lot of training.
My problem with that move is that it's, you know, it's made for longer ranges, but to get to it, you've got to do 2 melee attacks, which more than likely you're going to do in very short ranges. So I kind of wonder if the usefulness of that, you know? I don't know.
A new recipe.
Rat pig and tomato stew. People who keep them as pets would rather you not.
Scout ship departing.
Alright, we'll go check out the town now. Seem fairly defensible. They have a giant door. And they're surrounded by rocks, so seem like they'd be able to hold out some demons.
Alright, if I were a Bloodwing, where would I be?
We'll start at the inn. It only makes sense.
I stole someone's potato.
The water around here is ideal for producing wine and spirits. I've been thinking about fermenting something new.
What will you make? This region's specialty is berries, so a berry wine?
But the chilly air and level of humidity here should be just right for making an amber draft, don't you think?
Considering the geography around here, the water must contain a high mineral content. If you use it to make a rice wine, the taste will be unique.
I've considered all those options, but I must create something that can surpass my greatest rival, Sleeping Princess.
But that's nearly impossible to make.
Exactly. Not an easy task, to say the least. Sleeping Princess is made by filling an emerald cask with water from an enchanted mountain spring and sitting it in direct sunlight for 7 years. The water's magic causes it to change color each year. When it reaches the same deep green hue of the cask, it's ready.
Solar fermenting, huh? It won't be easy to surpass a marvel of the winemaking world like Sleeping Princess.
True, but I've finally found it. The ultimate stone.
A gemstone? Will you make a cask from it?
That would just make it an imitation. No, what I found can only be called a natural rock filter.
You're filtering wine with a rock?
Deep in the heart of these mountains, I found a stone that absorbs liquids. I tried using it to filter a berry wine. The taste of it was unbelievably crisp and bright. It preserved the luscious richness of the berries, while adding a clarity that left me breathless. I call it Pure Land wine. There is no better.
May I have a taste?
My apologies, but it took me 10 years to make a single thimbleful. I drank that thimbleful for my tasting. It'll be about 50 years before I can make a decent batch. I doubt I'll see a full bottle in my lifetime.
50 years, huh? Meet you back here then?
I've never been so glad not to be human.
That's like the worst. Why does it take so long? Does it just like take forever to come out? A 50-year dream, a moment of glory, a cup of spirits. Wish you a long and fruitful life. Maybe one day my grandkids will pour out a drink for you in my place, eh? You know, now I'm thinking about it. That first one he was talking about, the Sleeping Princess, that's just water. Like, I mean, it's enchanted water, but you just put water in an emerald thing. That's not alcohol, is it? Thorny Forest is a fine, rare drink, but its pinnacle is the shining emerald bliss of Sleeping Princess. It's so scarce and treasured that even kings have to wait over 10 years for a chance to drink it. That's what the old man tells me, at least. Is it not possible to, like, mass-produce this on any level? Picked up some plant last time, didn't I? Thought I did. Maybe not. I don't know.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. They all grow in abundance around Stonebury. We even have a fairy tale about it. One day the ground was covered with so many fallen berries, they all became stones.
Stoneberries. Is that how the town got its name?
The spelling has changed some, but yes. Berries are an important part of this village. We harvest local berries to make jams, pastries, gels, and all sorts of sweets.
Berry-flavored gels! I've never had one.
We've exported our jam and fruit for a while now, but our raspberry gels are still being perfected.
Aw, rats.
Are the vegetables growing in that field special too? I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before.
You've got sharp eyes. But that's right. They're a rare species of wild potato. They're red and they're called radish bells. We discovered them in the mountains nearby. Sadly, the potatoes are actually highly poisonous.
Really? They look so good.
They do. But the skin and the sprouts are toxic. If you aren't careful when removing them, it's Poisonville for you. Deadly poison aside, they're sweet, fluffy, and go great with butter. And when they're fried nice and crispy, they're the best. So just skin them and sell them. What's the problem?
Yes, we've thought of that, but the way they are now, you have to peel off quite a bit before you get to the edible part. Peel one as big as your fist, and all you get for your trouble is a bit of meat the size of an egg yolk. That's why we're selectively breeding them. One day, they'll have only a thin layer of poisonous skin.
Why not breed them to get rid of the poison altogether?
With no poison, bugs will eat them, and they'll be more vulnerable to cold and heat. With potatoes, as with people, getting rid of everything harmful isn't always for the best.
This village is full of weird people. This guy's like, yeah, I'll make it'll take me 50 years to make a barrel of this stuff. And then she's like, yeah, we got potatoes, and you skin them down to like the size of an almond or something, and it's delicious. I mean, yeah, it takes like a full team of people to make a dinner, but oh man, it's good. Demons are frightening, but we can't let that fear control our lives. Building something new is a real challenge, and that makes each day feel fresh and wonderful, or worthwhile. We should tell them about actual potatoes. They'll probably go nuts. This little, like, shack is in an annoying place. You can't open the doors very well.
I found so many blueberries! What are you gonna do with all
Oh no,
those?
careful, that's a potato, it'll kill you.
I'm going to feed them to my chickens. That way they'll lay eggs with purple yolks. What? You know that won't work, right? It sure will. The color of yolks change depending on what a hen eats. My grandma taught me that.
Actually, we always feed our chickens corn. Is that why their yolks are yellow? What are you gonna do with purple eggs anyway?
Tourists are coming from the capital again, right? I bet they've never seen purple eggs, so I figure I could sell them for a lot. Maybe I can even make our village famous!
You've thought this out. But will they really sell? You know what they'd make, right? Purple fried eggs, purple omelets, purple egg fried rice. Hey, would you want to eat a purple omelet?
Strange things sell, right? You don't have to be so mean just 'cause you can't think of a better idea.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me help you.
Fine. Go catch a whole barrel full of jewel beetles. If we feed them to my chickens, we'll get eggs with yolks like shining jewels.
I really wouldn't want to be your chickens, but... okay.
What a carefree village.
But you know, this is what really makes humanity amazing to me. Attempting the impossible. Reaching for the stars, just as a matter of course.
Aye. Though we may stumble countless times on our way, we can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Attempting the impossible, huh?
That's all well and good, but there are some lines that should never be crossed. Purple eggs.
Ugh.
See, it's possible to have kids that don't sound like your ears are bleeding. One day, everyone in the world will be talking about jeweled purple eggs from Stonebury. Stay healthy, my precious flock. See, kids, it's possible. Kids can sound like kids, not like... Don't step on the crops. What are you doing to them? Like, I think you're supposed to be picking berries, but you're playing your air piano over here. Welcome to the pioneer settlement of Stonebury. It must have been quite a journey. Looks like you came across the Aldina Plains. We're in sore need of adventurous spirits like you. Oh boy. I mean, we're looking for someone from the Bloodwings. You're technically from the Bloodwings. I know you're just a character that's here to allow me to get money for, you know, killing big monsters, but you are technically from the Bloodwings, are you not? Is there a place to stay in this village? A place to stay? Just look for the biggest building in the village. It's our inn and tavern. They've got a surprising variety of drinks for a backwoods village like this. I hear the proprietress used to work as a sommelier. Sommelier? For a certain noble house. It's not a word I'm familiar with. The spring is the treasure of this village. It's not natural, though. We all work together to dig down to an underground stream. That's pretty impressive, actually. Hello, chicken. So this one should give me something. White bunny ears. Come on, why can't I stand there? The stump is a secret fort for boys only. How is it a secret if it's out in the open? Boys are so stupid, I swear. Get down from there, you kids. You'll hurt yourselves. Let me buy some stuff really quick. I'll divide. Ooh, those are expensive. They're kind of nice if you're really having trouble in battle, but they make the battle take a lot longer. Wait, we already have one of those. It gave me a second actually to manage inventory, because I did need to do that. Alright. That was good. Good stuff. Lots of upgrading.
Stoneberry hasn't had much luck growing just yet, but this pioneer town has a lot of potential. Trees grow well here, and the lumber is of great quality. Oh, we're also close to the quarries, so stone isn't a problem. As long as the demons are contained, this country will rebuild. The need for stone and lumber will soar. Best of all, this area is quiet, has beautiful lakes, and is a perfect place for a craftsman like me to work.
And why settle for anything less? I do feel that you might be a bit short-handed here. It's hard to build without manpower.
You're right. We need something to attract new settlers. Maybe some sort of specialty item?
Is there any fruit or vegetable that can only be found around here?
There is a type of potato called the radish bell that we grow, but it's got a few, quirks.
If you want to attract people, you should just ring a bell. Come to Stoneberry, where the money grows on trees.
A bell tower, huh? That might actually work. We can even use local stones for the bell. The Stoneberry Stone Belfry.
It won't work.
Huh?
Try hitting a rock. Doesn't ring.
Ah, how could I have missed that? I'm still such a novice. My master taught me better than this. Think before you build. That's what he always said. I need to do better, and not sully his name.
Great plans. I have a lot of respect for my master. He's strict and blunt with his advice, but he's got a very kind heart. My dream is to start my own business in the village and earn as apprentice. I'm good. I'm good. Is that what was that? Fluffy milk? What do you mean fluffy milk? It's a liquid, is it not? Fluffy milk. Alright. Fluffy milk. I also found out, so to get to level 3 you need coarse tempering powder for pretty much everything. And I just found some right there. But apparently, you need that to get to level 3, but from what I read online, if you upgrade something to level 2 and then dismantle it, you'll get coarse tempering powder out of it. So, if you get a bunch of things and like enhance them and dismantle them, while it does, suck up a bit of money, that's apparently the fastest way to get a lot of coarse tempering powder, which I probably want to do at some point.
I was on my way home from a trip to Logres, crossing the Aldina Plains, when I saw it. Rain was pouring as if from buckets, and the wind was so strong I could hardly stay on my feet. From the vast darkness of the sky, a monster of tremendous size descended, like The essence of the storm itself.
A huge flying demon?
At that moment,
Like a
group
dragon,
of
maybe?
exorcists leapt out from their hiding spots and began to battle the demon beast. But it met their swords with its fearsome horns, and a swipe of its tail threw the noble exorcist's back.
Horns? And a tail?
Where did the demon go?
I couldn't tell you. I was so frightened, I ran away and never looked back. I hope the Abbey can get rid of it, but the beast took out 3 exorcists with a single blow. Come to think of it, another person was there too. He faced the demon and told it to stop.
Zavid.
If you're going to the Aldina Plains, you'd better be careful.
So basically, we can fight a giant demon at the Aldina Plains. Speaking of dragons, there was an old dragon cult called Tintigel a long time ago. They aren't around anymore. But what were they thinking when they decided to venerate such creatures? Alright, the inn is this one. Yeah, where do you guys all live, actually? Is this it? There's 2 houses, 3 houses here, and everyone lives in them? That's gotta be annoying. And an inn? Oh, what's going on with shaky
Zavid.
cam? Oh, Zavid! Hello. Nice
Well,
shaky
hello,
cam you got.
sailor.
Are you waiting for someone?
Nope. Just saying a prayer for someone.
Someone?
Let's go. Clearly there aren't any bloodwings here.
You're just going to leave? I'm right here.
Everybody has times they need to be alone.
Fee.
Right. Coming.
Talk about forced names. Fee feels kind of forced,
What do you
even
think
still.
he was praying about?
Well, for one thing, he was drinking a bottle of thorny forest.
Oh my. The drink you share with your special someone when you're going to be married for life! How romantic!
But getting your hands on that stuff is no small feat. I can only hope I'll get a chance to taste it someday.
That must have had an important meaning for Zavid. That's why you left him alone.
Don't read too much into it.
You're Velvet, right?
I'm a nondescript
You must
Bloodwing
be the one
character.
who's seen the demon we're after. We saw a big snake-looking dragon fly over on the way here. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, that's the one. It nests at the top of the mountain in Aldina Plains.
We went to look ourselves. No dragon.
It only returns to its nest on rainy days.
Rainy days, you say.
Well, conveniently enough.
Oh, just look at what you went and made the weather gods do! This doesn't bode well. Not at all!
Thanks. We'll give it another shot.
Gonna be nice and fun now. Dragon's Nest is in the mountains above the Aldina Plains. The scaly beast only returns there on rainy days. In fact, the dragon might even be the source of the storms. Thanks for the information. In any case, it means that if we go there now, chances are it'll be home.
Hey there.
Oh, no.
This must be Providence, meow.
Get
We're
out
in
of
a
here,
hurry.
cat.
Save it, cats.
Save it,
All
cats.
the better, meow. I've just stumbled upon a perfectly nifty piece of stone just for you. What's it for? That's not a geoboard, is it? Bingo! I dug it out of some ruins, meow. They were made by Norman Meowny years ago for surfing along Earth pulses.
What is this voice you
But I
have?
can't use it, so I figured I'd pawn it off on someone else who could, meow.
Wait, Norman made this? That doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Don't be so mean! We're capable of exceptional things! Sometimes. When a Norman speaks their own name, the board springs to life and whisks its masters away at top speed. They'll even plow right through weak demons. You could say it's our masterwork, even if we sorta stumbled on it by accident.
Huh. Well, then I apologize.
So we can ride this as long as we have Bienfu with us, right?
Well, kind of.
Do you have to use your true name to activate it?
Not my true name, no. My Norman name.
Wouldn't that just be Bienfu?
No. Norman have a separate name that goes something like Norman so-and-so. It's almost more a title than a name. Often the name has something to do with what they're good at. Something like attack, or chain, or aqua.
I feel like I remember this from the last game.
Like Bienfu and Grimoire are more like stage names. I actually don't know Bienfu's Norman name, but I can't wait to find out. What is your name, Bienfu? Come on, out with it. We're in a hurry.
Norman Brave. Whoa, look at that!
Wait, Bienfu.
Your Norman name is Brave? That is so deliciously absurd!
Why do you think I've never told you before,
At least the board works, meow.
And if we get on this board, it'll move us around?
Well, about that. The board propels itself by pushing against Earth Pulse flows. To do that, the board needs information on the flows. But this one here's a completely blank slate, meow. First, you need to find the geotrees in each area. They serve as a conduit between the surface land and the Earth Pulses, meow. Once you've actually located a geotree, you can record that area's Earth Pulse data into your geoboard, meow.
Got it.
This area's geotree is right over there, meow.
Alright then. So long as we find more geotrees, we'll be able to use the geoboard to travel much more quickly.
So is this basically a run thing? We can use it to run? I was gonna end it, but I want to see this geoboard thing. Can ride a geoboard by holding RT. Geoboards allow you to move faster than usual, as well as travel on previously inaccessible paths. Ah, those little jump things. However, you need to unlock each area's geotree. Okay. Riding a geoboard, you can defeat enemies under a certain level without starting an encounter. You'll not be rewarded with the XP or gold. Use a dark bottle, you can start... Okay. How do I geoboard? Is there a button? Oh! Right trigger. And then you're surfing! I'll take my geoboard.
That's going to come in handy.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to ride, too.
I could get used to this.
I'm so worn out. I feel like I had to sprint the whole way here.
Huh. It seems like operating the board saps a lot of energy from Bienfu.
Even still, this board gives us a strategic advantage. Brave here will just have to bear a little exertion now and then.
Yeah, Brave. Buck up.
I believe in you. Be brave.
Stop calling me that!
No, I like it. It's kind of cool. Let me see what, if, like, I know it's meant to get you over those gaps. Does it give you any speed advantage? Some? I think it's more meant to help you plow through some of the small enemies that you run into. While larger enemies like these, we're still going to get stuck in battles with. really like Aizen's fighting. He's so much fun to fight with.
Let's go! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Let's go! Eat it! Shooting star! Go! Eat it!
I hope I did a good job.
Yeah, it seems to be more for going over gaps. It's not really much faster. I mean, here. We could do like a somewhat subjective test on this, right? Assuming the enemy doesn't interfere, like from here to the wall. That was about 7 seconds. And then if I hop on the board, whoa, it just kind of makes you auto go. If I hop on the board, okay, maybe it's a little faster. That was about 5 seconds. So it's a little bit faster. Don't really have any fine finesse control. Well, you do somewhat. I'm getting better at it now, actually. Run away from the fast enemies better, if nothing else. It's kind of cool, but you can only use it in areas you found the geo tree for. But it's kind of cool. Did they tell me it was right trigger to activate it? Because I don't remember seeing that, but maybe they did and I just glossed over it. It wouldn't surprise me if I did. So if you attempt to press the button in an area you can't use it, it just doesn't happen. Zamalgrodo is a den for powerful demons. Entry to this place has been forbidden. Okay. That means we're just gonna come here later. Just not now. When the abbey gets overrun or something. So return to the mountain. That's our goal currently. It's weird, like it doesn't feel like you're moving very quick because I think Velvet just kind of stands up. She doesn't, like, crouch. If she crouched, I'd probably think she was moving faster.
We will need to be extremely wary.
But, once again, it's just like... Whoops. I missed. You know how I was complaining about the life, or the holy bottles, and how they feel somewhat useless? This is kind of feeling that same way. At least that little regard is not, what am I trying to say? The little aspect of only attacking the small, or defeating the smaller enemies. Just like the holy bottle, how it's entirely useless unless the enemies are much lower level than you. Not a big fan of that, I gotta say. It's just like, it's useful if you're backtracking, and that's about it. This is slightly more useful than the holy bottle, in that it makes you go a little bit faster. That was one thing I did like about Tales of Exilia 2, was that you got a run function part of the way through the game, and you could just like full-on sprint through the world, and it was pretty funny. And kind of useful. Anyway, we're going to stop off here. I think this is the last recording I'll do till I get back, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more Tales of Berseria. Bye!